good evening. Tonight we're going to go down to Bruce Mines and we're going to preach to some people down at the old folks home. Mike's birthday's tonight from 1611 Heaven, or his former call was Born Again Watcher. Mike is having a birthday party down at his house tonight, so he won't be joining company, but we have some other people down there we're going to be doing some preaching with there tonight. And last week we had a couple of people profess faith, which was very encouraging, to say the least. We're hoping to do a little bit of follow-up there tonight. Mike iCartoon 2 asked that I record this, and so hopefully there'll be enough daylight when we get down there to go ahead and get a shot of the old folks home outside, and we'll get to meet a few people later on inside. We just started doing this work here recently, last few weeks, and so it's been productive, good fruit thus far. The fellow that works the ministry down there, his name is Harold Brohart, very beloved brother, saved a long time. Him and I also do work together with the Gospel Text Mission Ministry. In fact, I think that Harold is the longest standing member. He's the longest standing member of the Gospel Text Mission, so he's got a prestigious position, if you will, and him and I have been working hand in glove together for a number of years here on the Gospel Text Mission, getting signs up here locally, and he's always the guy going out there finding locations and making sure that the signs get erected and whatnot. I just paint them, and then he does a lot of the other stuff, and then between the two of us we oversee everything on that front. So Lord willing, get down there safely, maybe get some shots of the home from outside, and we'll meet a few people later on. And then we'll let you know as to what kind of results we got after we continue on here tonight. So we'll catch up on the backside. Talk to you real soon. Okay, we just arrived here in Bruce Mines at the old folks home, the Light Haven home here in Bruce Mines. We're going to gander in a little bit here and meet a few people. Lord willing, a few hearts will be opened up, and hopefully we'll see some souls profess faith in Christ here tonight. So we'll see how this thing plays out. We'll give you a report on the backside.
This is Jonathan.
Hey, this is Jonathan. Jonathan professed faith, both him and Calvin there last week.
Good.
We were really encouraged to see these parties get to know the Lord. And are you still saved?
Yeah.
Oughta be. The blood never disappears, right?
No.
Oughta go. Okay, so...
Okay, the gentleman here is Carl.
And this is Carl Sim.
Yeah.
Carl Sim is the man who professed faith in Christ here tonight.
Yeah.
Do you know you're saved now, Carl?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Carl's going to go down to Toronto tomorrow. Going to seek some treatment down there. And who's next to you, Carl? Who's the young lady next to you?
Just waiting on it. My memory's no good. Carmen.
Carmen. Okay.
Carmen.
How you doing, Carmen? Atta girl.
I'm doing okay.
And who do we have over here? This is one of the...
Vivian.
Vivian Newton.
How you doing, Vivian?
Hi.
And next to Vivian is...
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Okay, there's Kenny Hopper.
And here's Kenny Hoffer.
Come on, Ken, show me.
How you doing, Kenny? Give me a smile, Kenny. There you go. And fine.
Margaret Norris.
How you doing, Margaret? Good old dear old Margaret with a big smile on her face.
And the gentleman behind her is John Musso.
And John Musso. How you doing, John?
John.
There you go. So that's the crowd down here tonight. There's a few other ones down here earlier. And Lord willing, we'll meet up with a few more next week.
This is Carl.
Oh, we missed Carl. Here's Carl. How you doing, Carl?
Here, Calvin.
There's Calvin hiding. He's hiding behind one of the ladies there. There he is. Well, we got him.
Okay, who else do you want, Tim? Do you want a picture of Albert?
Sure.
Okay.
Who do we have here?
Marie.
How you doing, Marie? And your name? I didn't get your name. Sorry.
Gary.
Nice to meet you, Gary. We're going down the hall here. We're going to get the grand tour.
Albert.
Looks like we may have a little mishap there. Albert, he professed faith in Christ there back a few years ago. He's getting well on in years there. I think he's 93 or 94 now. And that by no means is everybody, but at least you got an idea. We got a little crowd here, and We're going to start doing Bible studies here with these folks here once every week. And just wanted to share that they're with you. Mr. Sim, he professed faith earlier tonight, so I was rejoicing with a brother. He's going down to Toronto. He's going to get some testing done. He's got some cancer in his lungs, so he may be away for a little while. So we want to make sure much seed was planted previously, much was watered, and the Almighty saw fit to provide the increase here tonight. So we rejoice. Can head home here now. Okay, so we're now leaving the home and we're heading back to Echo Bay here. It was all in all a pretty encouraging evening. Got a chance to see Mr. Sim profess faith prior to going down to Toronto there tomorrow morning, I should say rather. He's been diagnosed with cancer. He's getting on in years, and Harold has been planting seed in this man for quite some time, so it was just very encouraging to see that he was prepared to both confess, believe, and receive both the person and finished work of Jesus Christ. He's trusting on him. He knows he's saved. He's rests confident in that. Same thing can be said for Calvin and Jonathan last week, so that was always encouraging to hear. We had a little bit of time with them, not too much with them. We went down the street a little ways here in town and talked to one guy briefly. But we're going to start doing a Bible study there once a week on Tuesdays, and some of these young believers who just came into the faith and other older ones that are there presently now express a desire to want to have something going there. So we're going to start something very light, nothing too heavy, very milky, easy to digest kind of material, but something that can be reassuring and edifying to that group of people. So all said and done here tonight, we're quite pleased how everything played out, and we look forward to seeing how things work out in time to come with some of these young believers, and hopefully there'll be others that will be brought into the fold as well. That said, we'll let you folks get on with your evening there, and we thank you for stopping by. Have yourself a very good evening.